Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Learn English through English. This video is for lesson plan. Few teachers requested me to upload a lesson plan. It may be useful for teaching. Okay, so in this video it's for 9th standard unit 1 prose learning the game lesson plan. Okay, to talk about the lesson plan, let me show you my lesson plan notebook. There is a good quote. First let me tell you, if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. So there is a difference between if you go to a classroom with a plan and without a plan. Okay, so a good plan is like a roadmap. It shows the final destination and usually the best way to get there. Okay, so neatly decorated. This is my lesson plan. Okay, to start with this lesson plan, we'll start, get ready to note it down. Learning objectives. We'll start with the learning objectives. We should be very clear about the objectives. To introduce students to an autobiography of Sachin Tendulkar. The student should be aware that this is a autobiography, and in the end you can also give an assignment to write about autobiography of a thing, of a living thing or a non-living thing and all. So this lesson is an extract from the autobiography of Sachin Tendulkar, playing it my way. Okay, and next, to teach students the importance of hard work and persistence. In this lesson we will learn the hard work and persistence of Sachin Tendulkar, and we also need to teach students there is no substitute for hard work. And this lesson, through this lesson we should also educate them about the career. They must plan for their career, about the long-term goal and short-term long-term goal and short-term goal. That we will see it later. To inculcate the value of discipline and respect. What is that? If we don't teach about values and all, and randomly discussing about values and all is one way, it's good, but through a lesson we should make sure we should plan that through this lesson we should educate them, we should inculcate the value, some value. What is that? We teach a lesson and the students are not learning any value, that's of no use. Okay, moving to the next, some of you call it as motivation, and some of us call it as introduction. So we can't directly jump to inside a lesson. In the beginning the students may have learned some other subjects the previous period, and we can't directly start. So there should be some kind of introduction or motivate, to prepare them mentally to learn a lesson. So in this lesson we can ask them about their goal, and we should educate them about long-term goal and short-term goal. Long-term goal, if a student wants to become a doctor, that's a long-term goal. And what is a short-term goal? That they need to score more marks in maths and science, they should clear the entrance exam. That is the short-term goal. So they should what is the short-term goal and long-term goal? We should educate them so that they may plan out well for that. So that kind of discussion, we can randomly ask few students their goal and we can educate them. Okay, now moving inside the lesson, pause it for some times so that you may note it down. Okay, then presentation. How we are going to present this lesson, and most of the lesson it will be same. The teacher asks the students to read the text with appropriate pauses and intonation. The teacher explains after each paragraph and makes them realize that success depends upon character. Okay, whenever the students read the lesson, you can correct then and there. There are two kinds of students, various kinds of students. Some students may be good at reading. If they make any mistakes, you can correct them then and there. That is good. And if a student is really struggling to read, it's not good to correct then and there, because that may discourage them to read. We should be very nowadays students are very sensitive, so we need to act upon. So once the students finish reading, you might underline that which all words, lines you need to correct them, and in the end you can you appreciate them and then correct them. That will be good. And meanwhile you need to note down the new words on the board, chalkboard, and then give the meaning and its usage as well. And it's a continuation of the presentation. The teacher explains the career life of Sachin and advise them to identify their goal and work towards it with passion. And the teacher highlights the effort of Achrekar and the devotion of Sachin. Okay, that's about the presentation. And now for evaluation. The teacher asks the in-text question to evaluate students' understanding. There are two kinds of things. In my experience, in the short-term experience I have observed, many teachers struggle for creativity. And let me tell you, nowadays textbook is very much well equipped. There are introduction, there are evaluation questions and all, and if you are creative enough, please go for that and try. And if you are not creative enough, don't get discouraged. You work on it as well. But for the beginners and all, there are all the in-text questions and all. Don't need to break our head to get some new questions and all, frame new questions and all. That really needs some experience and all. So you move gradually. Okay. And then assignment, we need to give some assignment. So the teacher asks the students to answer the book back exercises individually. There are lots of book back exercises. We can give it as assignment, being if you are struggling with the time limitations and all. Otherwise, if you are picking the lesson for some creativity and all, you can ask them to make some charts and all. Last year it worked very well. We decorated the classes with the charts and all. Some of them made some dart chart and all, long-term goal and short-term goal, in their creative way and all. So some like train journey, each station and then the destination and all, that it's some idea. And you may ask the students to conduct some activity as well. Okay, I think here we finish the lesson plan, and thanks for watching. All the best for your teaching.